Hey guys, Ken here from Backpacking Light. And today I just want to do a quick review of the DJI Spark. The DJI Spark I've had for about 6 or 7 months, pretty much when it was released. That's when I bought it. So I bought it when it was just way too expensive, but now it's at a good price. I didn't buy the Fly More combo because it wasn't released when I bought it, so I ended up purchasing all the extra stuff like the controller and the controller and 2 batteries and a few other things. So anyway, I've been using it on backpacking trips. I've used it when I've been traveling, and basically it's just a very lightweight system. So I'll do a quick review here, and then I'll show some video clips and give my final conclusion on the whole thing. There's the controller to the Spark. My camera goes here and with a couple lenses. Spark configuration, and this weighs 900 grams, pretty exact, and that's with controller, 2 batteries, the Spark, and a case. So 900 grams I can do with that. Now this isn't the case that you get with it. I bought this one separately. So I've got 3 batteries, which you get, I mean basically you get all of this except for the case in the Fly More. I ended up paying about twice as much as what you would pay for a Fly More, just because they didn't have it. So, and there's the Spark, small, just the Spark battery, and I keep a plastic cover on the gimbal when I'm not using it just to keep it protected. Weighs 302 grams with the battery, and that'll give you 12 minutes of flying time. The video quality is fantastic. It's got great 1080p video that can be upscaled to 4K, and it just looks amazing. It gives it kind of a soft, it feels more like an analog film in a way, and I really like that when it's scaled up to 4K. You know, it says 16 hours of battery time, or 16 minutes of battery time per battery, and no, I would say maybe 12 to 13 minutes, and that's because it's 16 minutes in the air. But if it's 16 minutes and it's up there and the battery goes kaput, then it comes down and it crashes and breaks. So you'll get about 12 minutes of active flying and filming time. It's got a nice gimbal on it, and it has a 2-way gimbal instead of the 3 like the Mavic has. Some of the weaknesses, I don't like the battery time. I would like that to be at least doubled for each battery. And that's because I use this a lot when I'm out backpacking or out traveling. And if we say I'm out backpacking and hiking and I have this, so it just doesn't leave a lot of room for error. You have to plan your shot, get it up there, and make sure you get the shot within a minute or 2 minutes. And then with that, you can make your batteries last for a couple of days, maybe even a week if you know exactly what shots you want to get. Now it does have a lot of different sensors in it, so it is pretty difficult to crash. It has GPS in it, which is fantastic, because if there's one thing with this that really bugs me, it's that it loses signal a lot. And even with the controller, because it only has a Wi-Fi signal, and even if you're out in the middle of nowhere and there's absolutely nobody or nothing that can disrupt it, it's still going to lose signal from time to time. So it's great that it has the return to home and the GPS built in, so it just finds its way back home. And I think the most infuriating time for me, I was up in Florida now a couple days ago, and flying in Pensacola, and it lost signal on an open ocean, on an open beach with hardly anybody out there, and it lost signal after 20 meters, 30 meters, 40 meters. It kept losing signal. It's just driving me insane. But later in the evening, it worked perfect. So I don't know if it was just a temporary kind of signal break. A lot of the film was the camera just or the drone just coming back home. I mean, it does have the hand gestures and the signals and all this other jibby jubab, but yeah, you're just not going to use it. It's fun to use that like the first 2 days that you own it, but then after that you just want a real controller and a real drone that's going to do what you need it to do. And honestly, I like it. I like it a lot, and honestly, it does everything I want it to do, and it's half the weight of the Mavic Pro. So yeah, I mean, for what I need, it's great. But if you're looking for like a really hardcore cinematographic kind of thing, because it doesn't take great night pictures, you do the time lapse. I'll show a time lapse that I did, and it's still gonna get kind of like this, and you have to put a stabilizer on top, and then it gets wavy in the picture. It turns out to be kind of a mess. So I think, I don't actually know because I haven't played with the Mavic Pro, but I have this fantasy in my head that the Mavic Pro is just awesome at night, and the time lapses is just super stable, like it's on a tripod. Now this is probably more of a fantasy than actual truth, but anyway, the DJI Spark is a great little drone. It'll do everything you need it to do for the most part, and it's rather inconspicuous. And actually, when I'm in town, when I've come to the place I'm going to be backpacking, or not backpacking, or if I'm just city traveling, next week I think I'm going to Amsterdam. I think there might be laws against drones in cities, in that city, is instead of having it in that, basically just put it right in there. And so then I could just take it out, fly it for 2 minutes, get the footage I want to get, put it back in, and be done before anybody really even notices that I was there playing with a drone. So, and the one good thing about having a drone and camera gear and this kind of thing is I'm a very restless person, especially when I'm on vacation. So this gives me something to do. It gives me something to stress about. And so I love taking this out and just flying it. I mean, I spent hours in Florida just filming the beaches and the ocean. And just really, it's fun. So there you have it. My rather crappy review of the DJI Spark for backpacking, traveling, or just filming. 2 batteries and the drone. And you can fly it with your cell phone, but you don't want to.